never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes. I see through the lies they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for life.
Why you all in my face, taking up all of my space? You should get out of my way. You should get I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. 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 I got too many plays. I don't even play. Out of my way. Get out of my way. Out of my way. Out of my way.
Way up, get your weight up, put your plate up. You a foreign, we at war, and I got all the hallelujah, Talladega, baby Jesus, in the flesh, come and get it, and I'm get it. All my friends coming with all their friends, and we get active, yeah, don't we get active, yeah. All of my tattoos black, my eyes bloodshot red, I'm ready right now, don't run you out.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Detroit Lions. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Trying to find Jamison Williams. And it's 2nd down. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
And when people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting one in this ball game, because they're facing the #1 rushing unit in the NFL, which means it's going to be a contest they've got to be prepared for from the first snap.
A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020, here's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like, you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
On the jump. Ready. Cougar 19.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Ball under 39. Here's the 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. Saturday Lions. Ready.
Up the middle they go. Rose. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Ready. 1918. Pioneer.
They're going to look to throw. That is incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. Now he's free to midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. home team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this week?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he'll get this down to about the 46. The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Second and 9 now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
I'm the rookie in the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the
Cowboy 80. Warrior 70. Dragon 60. Ready.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And it is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there at a first down again.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Here we go. 70 Lions.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now a handoff up the middle. Jenkins. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 15 at the 15-yard line.
Second and 15. Now he's going to step up and run. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Moody good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they're going to be backed up to starting. Big hit there on the return. Stops him dead in his tracks.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They got to take care of business first.
14-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. This one complete to Coleman. So the completion good for just 3. 3rd and 7 now.
I thought once he got out of the pocket, he was looking further downfield. Instead, he brings his sight lines back to a shorter route. Settles on his receiver running the drag left to right, and they wind up not getting a whole lot out of that one.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. Right side. Touchdown, Vikings. An impressive 75-yard punt return. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7.
14-7.
So after the punt return touchdown, first down. Let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit, or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point, and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
The Lions at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. The sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Here's Jack Fox now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Taking it about the 16. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
31-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces, because they got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team, and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
18, left, trap 50, trap 50.
They'll drop the throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hawkinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
19 Lions.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking deep downfield. Here's a diving catch right side. A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards.
1st and goal, Minnesota.
Dragon 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7.
Yeah, really with the, I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink, you got to chill. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? The field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space.
He's got him in, complete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 40 yards. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
Lions 14. Jack Fox, the kickoff.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Hold up. Y'all can't talk about basic. Hold up. We might as well Power Ranger. Hold up.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
Remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now a 2nd and 6.
60 Maverick. Get it. Hawk 7. Warrior 17. Mustang 19.
They'll set up to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. He may go. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. He only got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. 45 seconds is all that remains until the break. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here we go. 19 shots. Panthers 10 to 11.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to air one out. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. That potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into power.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. 1 second, all that remains. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there.
Wake up a beast.
Time expires in the
Don't wake up a beast.
And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point try now for Moody. And it's good.
That's how I feel. That's exactly how I feel.
That's it for the first half. 2 more.
That's exactly how I feel.
We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working pretty well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
70 Rangers. 18 Rattlers. Dragon 60.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Finds his man. There's Jordy Madison. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Vikings.
Warriors 70.
Back to throw here. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. And crossover out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they will eventually get it down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
79 Broncos.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Go! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70 Timberwolves. We're going to do it. Panther 11, Panther 11. Go!
On play action, they'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there. It's second down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
Touchdown.
A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Vikings are able to widen their advantage.
You want me to let up?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. 19-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Second down, they go back to Gibbs. 69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker.
Line of scrimmage to 31 now on 1st and 10.
That's good. Lions.
Another run for Gibbs here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now he fires deep for Shakir. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Hey, how many pauses you got?
So one first down on that
You got
drive,
cool for unlimited pauses?
Take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Hey. You just like fucking at this point.
Well, the offense failed
They ain't just
earlier on the
experiment.
previous crack at this, but they're going again on
What you
fourth down. They're going to try
shit
and
think
throw.
about.
Working on the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to get this
Oh, we trying.
45 before he's
We
brought
trying.
down.
And the Lions first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Ah. What's up?
That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Back to throw again. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Here's White. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Miller. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal, and you're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. Just a yard on the first down carry. so it's 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
2nd and 9 now. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Hey, check that. Street.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looks like you're exactly right. Looked like a sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turn. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line.
Here we go. 60 Eagles. 19 tight. 70 Rangers.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. And you forget the other options that are out there.
18 Rattler. Dragon 60. Check smash. 7 Pirates.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line.
32-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory.
It's a
Big play there for Detroit.
That's good.
55 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Lions 28. Jack Fox speaking.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go. Puts it on the clock, and it's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover.
1 yard gain.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit! Jahmyr Gibbs, 31 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. And this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than we anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Here's 2nd and 8. Complete. Jefferson to target. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson, 53 yards. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Moody good with the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking.
Here's 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Here's second down.
A gain of a yard.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 126 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and here's Gibbs. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He's back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that fall incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
And it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
What can they draw up now? Time to find out on a 3rd and 8. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on 3rd down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Here comes second down.
Brings up second down.
They run straight ahead here with White. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Let's go now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10. That's our own 26-yard line.
So you know how bad it looks, but you know how bad it looks. It looks so good.
Those two good.
No, look.
Those two.
You know all
This
the
is 1st and 10.
Like, look, it's like almost a new play.
Come on. Make these shots. 19 Lions.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught the 20. The Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
What a call right there. That is so well executed offensively. A massive play in this game. And now all of a sudden, they are in field goal range. And with a chance to walk out of here winners.
Okay, ready?
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
I thought she was like, yeah, look wrinkly. And that was the whole thing was like, okay, it didn't look wrinkly. Now we started wrinkly.
Complete to Edison on the outlet. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Now Moody for the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out.
I don't do no OT, man. I don't have no time for no OT.
Set now to kick this one away.
No matter how much time on the clock. Jamie scored with a second. 19, don't matter.
To handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Fuck out of here.
And he's in for the touchdown with the clock reading triple zeros. And the extra point, if they hit it, will send this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
That's
yeah,
corny.
you see some fans holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, they're not the
That
ones
is
who can actually
corny.
make that call, are they?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And that is going to tie up this ball game. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there.
I should just way too long.
So the Lions now, they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Miller. And that will be incomplete. The defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we've got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And boy,
you better punt and play football, boy. That's the 33.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Listen.
Back to throw. Miller. That one let go deep for Laporta. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Now he's loose down the left sideline. What a gigantic interception here in the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, with where they're at on the field, I mean, they're already in field goal range to win this thing.
And the head coach is just talking to the special teams coordinator right now and saying, okay, where does he want the ball positioned? Because that's all you're going to do on offense. Move it to that spot. Make sure you take care of the football and probably third down, kick the field goal, and try and win this game.
Now a first throw here in overtime. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
19 tight, 19 tight. 18, pioneer.
Looking to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he fakes the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to cool. He's just got to throw this one away.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their second timeout here. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
All I ever wanted was a black grand national. Being rational, give them what they asked for. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough.
On some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills, and I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you soul, but still soul down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keep scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some that she don't wanna